Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, chuckfinleLP Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Part 4. We're now in the infamous Carnival Night Zone, the fourth zone in the Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic 3, the first Carnival themed zone, and the zone that is notoriously known for its very annoying music, balloons, high amount of special stage rings, normal rings in general, and these very annoying cylinders that I will be showing you in a moment. These things, or a different version of these cylinders. Now first, you can see this is in the this first zone isn't too hard. The first act isn't too hard. And this isn't really where you get most of your special stage rings, and you can also see the bouncing or the point spheres make a return in this game. Again, just like in Sonic, I believe it was 2, you can only gain 200 or 1,000 score from them, and then they stop giving you points. All right, so these treasure chests, or these clams, I guess they're clams. You can only attack them when they're, let's see, when their turret is up. Oh no, I guess you can't attack them when their turret is up. My bad. You can only attack them when they're not trying to shoot you. And the best way to make sure you don't bounce is just to do the special attack that you can do when you don't have a shield. Let's see. And it's best to look around on these sorts of walls, because that's where you'll always find a special stage ring. And you can move around at the start of these special stages. I haven't mentioned that yet, but you can move around before, kind of like while the countdown is starting, or you can immediately move before the countdown is finished. And it's usually best to look around your surroundings, especially in the last few special stages, just to kind of get a sense of where everything is, such as where like these fields of reds are, and where you can jump to avoid them, or where any blues around you might be. Oh crap. Oh, okay. So if you do, the only way to gain rings is by getting the outside blue spheres. You can't get if you hit the ones in the middle, or too many in the middle, you won't get the rings for those spheres. And oh, be careful. Come on. You can only gain rings from the blue spheres by hitting all the ones on the outside. If you hit any of them in the middle, you won't get that ring from that sphere. Now, sometimes if it's a big field and you run out in the middle, you can get the rings from it, but it's kind of weird how they do it. But just for the most part, as long as you don't get in the middle, you'll get every ring that you can possibly from a field of blue spheres. But anyway, it's best to check the walls that look like that, especially if they have a big ring on them. Most of the time sometimes they won't have a ring there. Like that one, you can see a ring, but it didn't have a hole to go into, and then there wasn't a ring in there, obviously. But it's best to always check around everywhere. All along the walls, backtrack a little bit if you have to. Alright, so this is the version of cylinder I was talking about. Alright, you can see it will move up and down when you bounce on it. To move it, all you have to do is push the up and down buttons on your directional pad or control stick. Damn, didn't mean for that to happen, but that's how you do it. And there's this zone is also notoriously known for this one area in Act 2 that you need to use that for, and a lot of people don't know to move up and down with the directional buttons, so they always got stuck there, and nobody could really beat the game because Sega didn't say, okay, well, this is how you move the cylinder. I'm pretty sure there's something up there. Well, you can ride these to the top, and you won't fall off. Haha. You want to be careful because sometimes right underneath the ring, I recognize this special stage, so I'm going to go ahead and save it here. But you want to make sure that you don't fall or you don't land right underneath the ring, because sometimes there'll be a hole that will let you fall down to the rest of the stage, and of course you'll miss it, and you'll have to backtrack and work your way back up there, especially if it's a harder to reach ring. It's even worse. Oh crap. It's best not to do that. You can see that, like I said, that all of these fields will meet each other at some point. But for this one, you want to make sure you only get one set of spheres on the outside, or on one side or the other, so that in case you do need to backtrack, you can always you won't have to worry about dodging over any blue spheres. You can see we have all of the rings we need, so it's just going after the blue spheres through here. So that side's all done. Oh. And now if you do get hit by... Well, I messed that up. Alright, so we're done with this field, so we can come back here. Now, jumping over the red spheres is more about timing and just getting used to the playing the game over and over, or a whole bunch of times. Anyway, let's see which sides. Yeah, if you do get hit by one of these gray spheres and you get sent backwards, you can just push forwards on the stick or directional pad, and you'll go forward again. Sometimes you'll need it, like you've seen me use it, bouncing off of the gray spheres, and sometimes you'll have to and sometimes it'll hurt you by doing that, especially in, I believe it's Sonic and Knuckles. There's a, yep, see, there you go, I fell down here. Now if I'd missed the ring, which is very easy to do, I would have had to, I would have been forced to move back, or have to go through. Oh crap, that's gonna crush me. Want to be very careful while doing that. But yeah, it's very easy to miss it, especially if you. I don't know, nothing over there. Especially if you jump or try to. The angle is, if that's what I'm trying to say. Especially the angle of how you enter, or the angle at how high you come into the ring and everything. It's complicated, but anyway. So this boss is interesting though, because what you have to do is, you can see the spike on the bottom of it. Yet that spike is how it hurts itself. Sonic can't hurt it. That thing has to come down and hit it, and you can't ride around on it, but there ain't no point in it. And you can see he even, oh crap, he even will have electricity around him, and so that will keep you from. You can't just keep jumping at. Well, you can, but that's kind of a thing to make sure that you don't. And I believe you have to hit. Well, come on, what in the hell is it doing that for? Keeps getting caught in the body, I don't know why. Now this thing can crush you, so you want to be careful not to be right underneath it. And of course it'll hurt you. Now if the platform underneath, if it eats away at the a hole into the platform, you will fall through it. So you want to make sure you don't do that, of course. And there we go. Alright, yep, he came pretty close to cutting a hole in it, but anyway, so that's Act 1. Act 2 is going to be, has a lot more water in it, and it should be funner. Alright, so here we go.